Hello, I am Ruby and welcome to another ZIN video. Today I'm going to talk about movement, how to move faster to get anywhere on the map faster, which is useful in a lot of situations, and even more in touchdown. I'm gonna split movement in two videos. In the first one, I'm going to talk about general movement, excluding weapons and skills. And the second one, including the movement that you can do with specific weapons. I want to do it like this because of two reasons. First one, to make videos shorter. And second one, because I want this video to be useful for everyone and not only for the people that use a specific weapon. So this video is gonna be about how to move better and faster excluding weapons. So let's start with the most basic things. What is stamina? The stamina is the white bar at the bottom of the screen on top of the health bar. You will waste stamina executing some movements, and as you can imagine, if you run out of stamina and you try to do that movement, you will not be able to do it. Normally, stamina regenerates slowly with the time, but like I said in the previous touchdown video, there's an exception, which is when you have the ball. This is why it's very important to know how to move faster when you have stamina and also when you don't have it. So let's start with each movement individually, starting with the ones that don't need stamina. Without stamina, you can walk, crouch, and jump. Also, you can use your weapons. Right now, there's no any movement of a weapon that wastes stamina. And also, you can use your skill, which right now doesn't use any stamina. It only consumes its own cooldown. And now, movement that consumes stamina. With stamina, you can run faster, you can wall jump, which is like bouncing on a wall to go to higher places. You can connect as many wall jumps as you want until you run out of stamina, of course. One of the biggest difference with S4 League is that you can wall jump every time that you are in the air. In S4 League, to wall jump, you need to jump first, but in ZIN, you can wall jump even if you didn't jump before. You can wall jump after running, after dodging, in every situation that you are in the air. For example, you can run on top of a platform, drop you off and wall jump on the same platform that you just drop off, and this make a lot of more possibilities combining different movements, but I will talk about these combos later. Also, it might seem like once you wall jump you cannot redirect where you are going, but actually you can redirect a little bit. In this example, you can see the difference between pressing moving left after the wall jump or moving right after the wall jump. This is useful for some wall jumps combinations. For example, in this case, you can wall jump on this pillar to get on top of this wall. But for doing it, you have to move on the wall direction after the wall jump. If you don't move, you will not get on top of it. So the next movement is probably the more important to master, the dodge. You can dodge if you press jump at the same time that you are moving left or right. The name of this movement is dodge because there are some situations where you get stunned by an enemy attack, and in that moment you cannot move, you cannot jump, you cannot do anything except dodging. For example, when someone dashes with the sword to you, you cannot move and you will get heavy slash by the same enemy. So what you can do there is dodging before they hit the heavy. I'm pausing here a little bit to say thank you so much to Darkstorm and to Bakazin for always helping me recording the clips that I cannot do alone. I cannot say thank you in the 20-second shorts, so this is the perfect time to say thank you to both of you. An important thing to know is that if you dodge in any normal situation, you will waste a specific amount of stamina, but if you use the dodge to go out of a stun situation, you will consume more stamina than normally. There's also a new movement that was not in S4 League, which is the slide. It's similar to dodge, but forward. You can do it crouching while you are running. It's not a dodge, so you cannot use it to go out of a stun situation. It's just similar to dodge because of the distance, the sound, and the stamina used. You have to know that for dodge and for slides, you can redirect the movement while you are doing it. It's not like you dodge left and you are going to the same direction until the end of the dodge. You can move your camera and the dodge or the slide will redirect. So for example, you can do a semicircle. Knowing this, you can be more precise with your movements. And now, after explaining all the movements individually, how can we combine all these different movements into combinations? Well, the first combo that I think everyone have to learn, and probably the first one if you are a beginner, it's the wall jump and dodge combination. With this combo, you will be able to get on top of places without needing another wall to wall jump. Just wall jumping in the same platform that you want to go on top of it. Because you are wall jumping in the same platform, you will be moving to the other side of it. So you have to use the dodge to redirect yourself to finish the jump. If you're a new player, I really recommend you to practice a lot this combo. You should practice this getting on top of very tiny places. So you also practice your precision. Because if you don't do it correctly, you are going to fall on either side. This is very useful because there's a lot of longer jump combination that ends on a final wall jump and dodge on the finished platform. When you already mastered this combo, it's time to make another step. If you remember what I said before, I said that in this game you can wall jump after dodging, and that means you can do infinite wall jumps in the same wall until you run out of stamina, of course. So you can do wall jump, dodge, wall jump, dodge, wall jump, dodge, wall jump, dodge, wall jump, dodge on the same wall to go even higher. And you can even do it faster, because normally you have to wait the dodge animation to end to make the next wall jump. But you can start running in the middle of the dodge. So for doing it even faster, you can wall jump, dodge, cut the dodge animation running, and then wall jump, dodge, run, and repeat the cycle. An example of this is how to get on top of that place where we sit when there's an unbalanced team. Like, for example, when we are 4v3 and I just stay there AFK spectating the game. It's true that you can get on top of it easier if you use the skill platform. But yeah, there's also this way so you can do it without using the skill. I had to practice this jump a lot, and I recommend you to practice it to master this wall jump, dodge, and run cycles. Well, it's true that I say that I am not including weapons or skills in this video, so I don't want to focus too much on the platform skill, but just a quick talk about it. The platform is a long dash you can do upwards, forward, or sideways, and you can include this platform on the middle of your jumping combos. You can start a combination with a platform upwards, or use the platform in the middle of a lot of wall jumps. You can be so creative. And now let's continue with the next combo, which is also for more advanced players. We already talked a lot about jumping in the air, but now the fastest way of moving on the ground, which is the dodge and slide chain. You cannot do this movement on S4 League neither because there are not slides. Well, so normally when you want to do 2 dodge or slides in a row, you have to wait to the first dodge animation to end to start the second one. But what happens when we alternate them? The easiest way to alternate them is start crouching and then dodging, and before the dodge ends, run forward. And because you keep pressing the crouch button, you will slide. And then to continue the chain, you can dodge before the slide ends. As you can imagine, because the dodge is sideways and the slide is forward, if you want to move to the same direction all the time, you will have to rotate the camera 90 degrees for each dodge and slide. So yes, this is the fastest way to move on the ground. Probably when you are using the sword dash or the platform, it's probably faster, but when you do it, you will be stopped a little bit. So this is the fastest way in general, but take care because this wastes all the stamina very quickly. It's the perfect movement for when you just take the ball on touchdown, or when you run out of bullets on every weapon and you want to hide, or to be the first one who take the ball, knowing that you will get more stamina after being the first one who take it, as I said in the touchdown video. You will also goal a lot of touchdowns when a teammate dies with the ball close to the target and you finish the touchdown with this movement. In this example you are seeing, if I didn't do the dodge and slide chain, they would break the bridge before I pass it. Also, it's important that no one can body block this movement. So you already know how the movement works in ZIN. You can write in the comment if I forget something and I will say it in the second movement video including the weapons. For making that video, first I have to explain how all the weapons weapons works. So that's my idea for the next 2 videos. In the next one, I will talk about all the attacks, weakness of the different weapons, and then the next one will be another movement video, including everything that I said in the weapons video. As a spoiler, for example, I will explain how to comet. Before finishing the video, like always, I would like you to type in the game chat the next time that you find me in game, this time the word limón, which is lemon. You will finish knowing a lot of Spanish. I don't know who needs Duolingo having my videos. I will have a free smile if you do it. So I hope you like the video. You can comment your opinion, drop a like if you like it, and see you in game or in the next video.